How does the day of July 11th sound? Okay. He does it? Okay. 6. July 7th, that's into the holiday though. I don't know. That's a Thursday.
I can't do July 7th,
Okay.
personally.
July 5th. Close. Yeah. I'm sorry, Marianne. July 18th.
No, I would rather not do that week. That's
The
our
RNC.
Republican convention.
Oh, we do not want to be, sorry about that.
I just think
Is the 6th available, July 6th?
But we're up here in the convention.
it's downtown here. Our exhibit is in
Yeah, they are. Yeah. I've got a meeting in Galleon on 6th, but it's on the way. Can we make it in August?
maybe skip July. And then early August instead, like the 8th.
Can we do that?
Yes.
All right.
It's 2 more weeks of time.
All right. What did we say, August?
8th?
I can't do the 8th. The 10th?
10th works.
Okay, August 10th?
Whatever.
Okay, all right. August 10th at 1 o'clock. Let's go on to see if anybody would like to address the commission. Mr. Struthers? Yeah, just thank you, I appreciate it. What'd you do this evening? Yeah, we've got a few more than we can take. I can take the first 5, and you'll get 3 minutes each.
Madam Chairman, in all respect,
Yes.
we are here, and this is our city, dealing with our city, and I think we have the opportunity to speak and not limit it to 5 you put on there, because we come here to hear what's going on in expenditures, how they are spending and operating our city. We have that right to speak.
You can, but not at my meeting.
Excuse me.
You can, but not at my meeting.
Well, this is our city.
No, it's not.
It's dealing with our city. It is.
I'll take the first 5, and that's it. Mr. May. Yeah. 3 minutes.
Madam Chair, I have a brief for May. Desperate times, desperate city, but you rush it when it comes to us. So, again, I appreciate you, but to us, you general, okay, at your meeting. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Okay, the first one is Cassandra McDonald. Okay, yes, hi.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I just wanted to say, this is my first time to this type of meeting, and I understand where we are as far as fiscal emergency, but I was going to beg to defer. How many of you really want to save East Cleveland? Because I really see pro-merger, pro-bankruptcy, but I don't see a lot of individuals who are looking at the situation, and instead of like totally saying we can't do anything with it, there are other options which I don't want to disclose at this moment. But there is an option that can be done, but the problem is that it is completed, that individuals will lose their jobs. So I think that there's definitely something else to do, and what all have you all visited, because there's economic plans that have been made that people haven't been over. There's urban development projects. There's companies that I've personally spoken with that are willing to come here to East Cleveland. And I don't know why every time I speak, you always smile and take it light. I'm not playing when it comes to the city of East Cleveland. I'm not a resident here. I live in South Cleveland. But this city has people in it. They live here. And we can't just throw them away like they don't need to be. We can't do that. It upsets me. It upsets me. We need to try to figure out, is there another way? If we have a 5-year plan, let's try to do a 5-year plan where we can do something. I understand about the money, I'm not illiterate when it comes to that, but I'm telling you, there is another way to do it, and this is just not it. This isn't it.
Ms. Walcott?
I'll pass to give other people an opportunity to
Okay.
speak.
Fair enough. Ah. Mr. Bush?
Yes, and I
Yes.
pass also.
Okay.
You yield to me.
No, we're gonna go down the line. Ms. Fisher?
She
Way
left.
in the bottom.
She left?
Yes.
She left. Okay.
Tiffany Fisher,
Yes.
yeah, she went out, just left out. I don't know if she's coming back or not.
Okay. Ms. Thomas?
Thank you. And first of all, I wanted to say I do appreciate the commission for taking the time to come and represent. And my colleague, Councilman King, is always asking for clarity, so I'm going to give him a little clarity. This commission was put in place to oversee the spending, not make choices for us, and monitor the spending that we were doing, which if the individual was looking back, we were overspending. We never could get anything together as far as making the right budgets and so forth and so on. Every time we turn around, it wasn't getting done. And as far as the contract, when you put something into the general fund, it's just like anything else. All revenue that come into the pot is used for the services and to deal with what the residents of East Cleveland is paying their taxes for. There was a meeting of 5 for this contract. The majority, which is 3, voted to give this contract. The residents did not want this done. $20,000 could have paid for a part-time police or a part-time fire. We are behind in the health care that haven't come in yet according to our finance director. When that third party sends the money in, you don't know if you're going to have enough to pay. You're talking about $22 million that was in litigation that was just, well, I don't give a darn if you go after it and do an appeal and all that kind of game. It's still there. And the reason that this gentleman, Mr. Fambrough, is, according to our president, we owe him $71,000. And according to our president, if we give him the contract for $20,000, he will agree not to sue us for $71,000. But I don't mix deals like that. And this young lady is saying what I've been saying all along. That's why we hired a lawyer, Buckley and King, to go out and seek the money and have a study done, which they were charging us nothing, pro bono. And where a charge came in was through our chief of staff suing us because they thought we weren't moving fast enough, which didn't happen. And I agree that we need to start doing things the right way, not just throwing money at somebody. But when there's something that has to be done, they get the message out. When a meeting of Mayor McGregor was done, robocalls was coming on everybody's phone. Everybody's phone. So I am not going to stand up here and take up you all's time because I am over a 50-year resident. And right now, because I am working for the city of East Cleveland. I have to pay $400 for my health care, but everybody else under that pension fund gets a rebate of $401 under PERS that I sat on for 30-some years. I'm not getting it because I love my city and I'm fighting for it, but I believe we're not going to get, I'm a realist. And until I've exhausted all my remedies, I will not give up, I will not give over. And I know there's some residents sitting up here that really wants to keep their place, but they're looking at other things. And when my colleague said, but he didn't say everybody voted for it, 3 voted for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Thomas. Mr. Martin?
It's always an honor to speak. And I like to speak from my heart. I want to thank this commission for what you do, for giving us direction, and recognizing you can only do so much. I'm thinking about the assets of East Cleveland. I'm thinking about our location. I'm thinking about the land, especially between Lakeview and Superior going east. I'm looking at University Circle Incorporated, where everything is happening, where they're landlocked right now, Ms. Hammerhand, and we have a land, we have a location. So the issue is, can we make it the next 5 years? Can we get these houses rehabbed with the help of the state, with the help of the government? These are things that have to take place. I do feel at this point that we got to sit down because time is running out. But I think we're filled with hope. I think that's what we're hoping. It's time out to blame anybody at this point. Okay? It's real. 2017, $1 million. 2018, 2019, 2.6. And we don't have the revenue. But we have the land, and we have the location, and what I'm seeing, development is taking place. Developers are coming in. So, if we come together and do what we need to do, maybe we can make it through the next 3 or 4 years. So we need help. This is really, as far as I'm concerned, not a political issue. It's a community issue. And we need not just the community Cleveland, but we need the foundations. Okay. We need the governor. We need people to step up and help. I hear so much about merger. But I don't hear anyone say, let's come in and help them. Well, I mean, possibly, we got a $3 million situation, and Dr. K will articulate the $19 million if you want to look at it. But this can be solved. And we're not the only municipality.
That's right.
And California is going through challenges. So, help us, guide us, talk to people that can help us. We have the responsibility now, and we've taken it upon ourselves now as a collective body to sit down and see what we can do. If it comes down to appointing the 3 commissioners, we're going to have to do that. But in the interim, the city still exists, people are still here, the land and location is there. When you pass Lakeview, there's all kind of vacant land here. Okay, when I go down to Panera's down in University Circle, it's hard to find somewhere to park. We have the land and we have location. We're only, 200 feet from University Circle? So we need to make those connections. We need the Cleveland Foundation, the Gun Foundation, to help us. I just need to say that. So let me read, so let me talk.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Mays?
Thank you. And thank those of you that yield. I appreciate that. This commission has been empowered to oversee the finances of the city. And the city's responsibility to see that they put a plan together. And the commission is also charged to see that they follow that plan to every T and every letter and every I and dot. I've sat here and those commissioners did not play. We came from under the auspices of the state, and it can be done here. But we have people sitting on this commission is want to empower, embrace annexation. And we're not for that. Number one, we have, and I call spade a spade. We have the mayor, we have some council members, also positioned in this city in a position whereas the people will become so disenchanted with the city, and they'll say, what the use? We might as well annex. As you just alluded to a few minutes ago about some other city or whatever, Charcoal. We get money from HUD. There's everything we get in this city right now is tearing down our city, destroying our revenue in the city. Tearing down. No developers, nobody writing any plans, nobody contacting our state reps, our congressmen, what have you, for monies to aid and assist us in this endeavor. We have been here before. We came from under the auspices. There's a woman sitting over there in that white hat. Walcott was sitting on that council when we sitting there, and also Barbara Trump or whatever. We came from under the auspices of the city, and she knows, and everyone else around here, Mark as well. Mark. They was tough. They was rough on us. And we submitted that plan. We followed that plan. And we came from under. Now, and I appreciate you taking the stand and saying that you have submitted a plan. Follow the plan. Not deviated, entered into other contracts and etc. That's deviated from the plan. You must follow the plan that you have and see that they're followed. And so, there are plans, they can put people on 4 days of work week, stagger them, where the city will still be covered or whatever. We have, well, that's another thing that can save some money or whatever. Or cut back on some of these people, all these high salaries they're paying people and creating positions as chief of staff. There's nowhere in an ordinance, a resolution, or the charter said about a chief of staff. And I don't know how much money. There's no chief of staff. You can't, administration can't make laws. The council make the laws. He must adhere to the laws and follow those. And one other thing I need to add before I sit down. Well, I said about the 4-day work week, staggering that.
I'll let 1 minute because Ms. Thomas went over, but that's it, Mr. Mason.
I'm going to say this and I'm going to yield, Madam Chairman.
Okay.
I appreciate this, but I just, you kind of, you lose my thought, my train of thought there. But I help compliment you in reference to going back to the plan of what happened. And as I said, we do have people sitting here, I believe, is in conflict of interest or what have you in reference to our city or whatever, and we have money. We're not utilizing the money that we have that even coming into HUD, our streets. No rehabbing, no trying to attract developers to come in to do development, and when we do, it's non-profit. And give them a 5-year, 10-year tax abatement. How can you operate a city that way, giving everything tax abatement? That's where the revenue is going.
Thank you. Mr. McCoy, you're our 5th speaker.
Yes, economically, I have one question.
Yes.
How can council and the mayor give away the most valuable land that we have? How can that be a part of the economic plan? The land between University Circle coming down Euclid, the council and the mayor have made a plan to give this land to the land bank. Now we know that developers are coming this way and are willing to spend millions of dollars to bust out of University Circle. How economically, as you all financial experts, just using common sense. How can you give away that land and talk about uplifting the finance of East Cleveland? If you give away your land for nothing, the most valuable land that you have, how economically is that feasible? That's all I ask.
I don't know the particulars. I figure though if it's going to the land bank, it's in foreclosure. So if it's in foreclosure, you have to go through the chain and you have to go and find out who the last owner is and go through that chain. I think, and I'm not an expert, I'm the first person to admit that. I believe with the land bank, they can take those parcels because they are delinquent in their property taxes, sell it to the land bank. When you're looking at development, you're looking at packaging. You're not looking necessarily at infill lots or small areas. So you're going to need a larger area. What that size is, what they're looking for, depends on the company. I don't have an answer for that. But it's
But you're giving it to the land bank.
The land bank comes to the
So how, I don't understand how the revenue is generated.
It's not the
If
city's
you
land.
give your land.
No, it does come back to the city, it's under the auspices of the city, and the city let it go, they make a recommendation. But the council and the
like
mayor,
I said, I'm not an
well, I'm
expert.
cognizant of how
Okay.
plantation is selling
And
it for $1.
you should talk to people that are pushing that, but not now. I've
Well,
got 2:14. Before I leave, I'd like to thank Mary Ann Nowak for her service on the commission. Mary Ann is going on. She will not be working in East Cleveland, and she lives somewhere else, so she will not be a member of the commission. But I wanted to thank you for all of your good work. Okay, and I heard the mayor move for adjournment. Do I have a second? Ellen seconds on a voice vote. All in favor, aye. Aye. Pose same sign. Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned.
Yeah, I sure will.
Hey, you went on here taking a nap. So what were you trying to say? I was trying to listen. What I'm trying to say